Sometimes it's just you and God. It's just you and God, where you got to put the work in alone, and you have to identify your strengths and your weaknesses, and you got to become self-aware, and you got to identify where you are self-sabotaging, and you got to train your body and your mind. You got to bring yourself to peak condition. You got to develop your strength and increase your capacity and your endurance, and you got to stretch, and you got to push, and you got to pull, and you got to leap, and you got to run, and sometimes you will grow weary, and there will be days where you don't want to get out of bed, where you don't want to eat, you don't have the energy to think, and nobody calls you, and nobody texts you, and nobody checks on you, and very few believe that you will ever come out of this darkness. You will ever come out of this hole. You have to believe. Here's one of the number one keys to your future faith. Man, you got to believe. You will need night vision. You got to be able to see in the dark. It's you and God. Until my team shows up, I will fulfill my destiny. I will be undefeated. I will be unstoppable. I will be a force to be reckoned with. No weapon that is formed against me will be able to prosper. I am destined. I am determined. I am devoted. I am dangerous. I got to wipe the blood out of my eyes and start to see that it's possible that I can come out of this place of misery. I can come out of this place of self-doubt and self-sabotage and fear and anxiety and this idea that my industry is saturated. There's enough people, there is only one. You can face the adversity with a fierce determination, a hunger and a resilience and a devotedness to your destiny. I am devoted to my purpose. I am committed to the journey, the process, the pruning, the shaping, the reforming, the preparing, the conditioning. Whatever it takes, I will get it done. One-man wrecking machine. There are going to be seasons in your life where you're going to have to learn how to hunt alone. This is the beauty of a soldier in solitary, a man or woman who does not lose their identity because they're in a wilderness. There are seasons where life will summon you to march to the beat of your own drum, to trailblaze, to innovate, to adapt and create, to do something nobody's ever done in your family. And for some of you to do something no one has ever done in the earth. Goliath had the audacity to speak against the children of God, and one man out of an army became a one-man wrecking machine who will face very dark hours in this journey of building, of trailblazing, of innovating, of creating something, of manifesting it, of birthing it, of transitioning. This version of yourself has to die. You got to learn how to put God first. Eliminate all distractions. He will be your strength and your shield. People are always looking for the everything must go signs in store closing soon, and sales, and we pack these stores out because everything must go. And some of you, man, you need to get this mentality that says, man, everything that doesn't serve the vision must go. Everything that does not line up with my level one priorities must go. Come on, one-man wrecking machine. I got stuff to demo. I got stuff that needs to get out of my mind, out of my heart. I need to stop living in the past. Come on, this helping anybody there. Will be seasons where you will need to be self-sufficient, when you're going to have to learn survival skills. It's your time to gather intelligence, to master strategy. You got to learn how to strike while the iron is hot from the shadows, out of obscurity, out of the ashes of where people left you for dead. Come on, you got to dig yourself out of that place with the help of God. Come on. I need you to believe that you are good enough to adapt, to innovate, to improvise, and to bring creative solutions to your place of pain. I know what it's like to feel like you are losing your place and losing your mind, and everything around you is crumbling. You are being challenged on every level, and life will knock you on your back and dare you. Yo, get up. I dare you to get up. One-man wrecking machine. There are people that you walk past every day that are dying on the inside because they don't know who they are. They don't know their value. They don't know their purpose. I don't care if you're an athlete, a musician, an entertainer, an innovator, a philanthropist, a poet, a singer, a filmmaker. I don't care who you are, and you're going to be scratching your head, sliding down the wall, asking yourself, Are you still called? Where's my audience? Where's my tribe? Where are my followers? Why am I even doing this content? Why show up every single day? Because eventually the tide will begin to change. Accept the reality that there will be seasons in your life where you will need to walk alone. There will be seasons where you will be isolated in a type of wilderness where you are going to have to figure it out, where you are going to have to dig deep inside of yourself and unleash the devotedness and the commitment and the resilience and the determination and discover the game, plan, and the blueprint and the software and the hardware that is required to execute, to implement the information that you have acquired. We got journals full of dreams, but we hate to embrace the reality. There are portions of that dream that you have to manifest by yourself. And in that season, nobody shows up. Let me make this very clear. You are an unrepeatable miracle. There is nobody like you in all the earth. God knew you before you were shaped in your mother's womb. He has a plan to equip you and anoint you and prosper you and heal you and give you an expected end. The very destiny of others are dependent on the decisions that you make and the distractions that you are willing to eliminate. And you got to walk through valleys. You got to walk through devastation. You got to master the ability to sit in that pain and not abort the mission. Am I helping anybody? Drop it in the comments right now. But drop it in the comments. It's me and God. It's me and God. It's me and God. You may have family. You may have support. You may have somebody on your team that believes in you, but there will still come seasons where it will feel as though, and quite literally, for many of you, this is you and God. This is you and God. I am a one-man wrecking ball. The moment that you get this reality, the lights are going to turn on upstairs. Here it is. You ready for it? One-man wrecking machine. Master small wins. Not every battle will be huge. Win the day. Win the hour. Win the moment. Stack tiny victories. They compound into major breakthroughs. Don't announce what you're building. Announce it by finishing. You don't have to explain yourself. Just finish, just launch, just execute. Silence the critics with results. The battle is first internal. Before you defeat giants outside, you have to defeat the inner giants. Doubt, fear, laziness, insecurity. Win the inner war first. Hell fears a resilient heart. Hell isn't scared of talented people. Hell fears resilient people. People who refuse to quit even when it hurts. Become that person. Stay ready in obscurity. Your big break won't come announced. Opportunity comes disguised as difficulty. Train in silence so you don't have to get ready when the light hits you. Pain is a passport. Your suffering, your heartbreak, your setbacks, they are not punishments. They're passports to new levels of wisdom, authority, and territory. Self-leadership. First, before you lead teams, movements, families, you must first lead yourself. Discipline yourself when nobody's clapping. Correct yourself when nobody's watching. Vision over validation. Don't chase likes, applause, or validation. Build towards your vision. Most people won't see the blueprint until the building is finished. Forgive the delay. Delay is not denial. Some things are slow cooked for greatness. Be patient enough to let the seed become a tree before you expect fruit. Spiritual endurance is key. Faith isn't just believing at the start, it's believing when everything looks worse. Night vision faith, seeing the victory in the darkest valleys. Loneliness births identity. Isolation isn't punishment, it's preparation. You find out who you are when the noise is gone, when it's just you and God. Honor the grind. Some people pray for harvest they haven't planted seeds for. Respect the grind. Respect the lonely seasons. Respect the secret training rooms. Your future is counting on you. There are generations depending on your obedience, your resilience, your decision to get back up. Your yes now unlocks destinies later. Add these points into your speech, poem, or post, and it's going to feel like a firestorm of purpose and motivation. Your process is sacred. Don't despise the slow, messy, private seasons. The ugly parts are sacred. The lonely nights are sacred. They are shaping your spirit for what's ahead. Your name is in rooms you haven't entered, yet God is already speaking your name in places you haven't even set foot in. Keep building like the doors are about to open. Sacrifice is the soil where destiny grows. You're going to have to give up comfort to grow. Give up excuses. Give up distractions. The seed dies before it becomes a forest. Character before celebration. You're not just building success, you're building character that can carry the weight of success. It's not enough to win. You need to be able to stay winning. Weapons will form, but they won't win. The attacks will come. The rumors, the betrayals, the delays, they will form, but the word promises they will not prosper. Obscurity is a weapon. When nobody knows your name, you are free to fail, free to learn, free to experiment. Obscurity is a weapon if you know how to use it. You are the answer to someone's prayer. Somebody out there is waiting for the book you'll write, the song you'll sing, the business you'll build, the voice you will raise. Your obedience is someone else's breakthrough.